Oh, hey, Ambitchious. Happy Wednesday. Happy final day of creating our vision vibration board for 2022 so we can make 2022 our bitch. Who's with me? Who's excited? I know I am. Woo! Okay. So, hi, guys. So the last 2 weeks have been so fun. I have enjoyed my time immensely with each and every one of you. I've gotten so much incredible feedback, whether it's on Instagram or it's in Ambitchious, the app. Some people have been, emailing me, and people have just been saying like it's been such an incredible last couple of weeks, and they've got and gained so much from it. So I want to thank you all just for being here and taking time, out of your busy schedules to show up. When you take time out of your schedules, because let's be honest, right? Even if you're not working right now, there's other things you could be doing. You could be watching Netflix. You could be eating bonbons. You could be finger popping your asshole, whatever you little sick fucks are into. But you're here with me, learning. And I'm here to educate you, entertain you, and empower you. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my little black heart, because I've had probably more fun than you all have had, because you guys actually have to do the work. I just have to show up and tell y'all bitches what to do. And then you guys got to take the tools and you have to use them. So tonight, we're going to be making our vision boards. Now, obviously, I don't expect for you all to have the perfect vision board by the end of this call, but truly today is about how you're going to be putting your vision board together, okay? And I want you all to ask any question that you want. I don't care what it's about. If I can answer it, I will answer it for you. So if you guys have had anything come up in the last couple of weeks since we've been working together, or you maybe are stuck, or you're overwhelmed, or fear of fill in the blanks, self-doubt, fear of not enoughness. Some of y'all have a serious case of imposter syndrome, right? You start putting your vision boards together and you're like, yes, queen, I'm going to live my best, $1 million life, driving my Bentley and, throwing my money up in the air at the strip club. And then what happens is that little voice in your head says, who the fuck do you think you are? How did you go from making $20,000 a year to making $2 million a year? You are smoking the crack pipe, right? You've never, ever, ever been able to lose the weight. Who do you think you are? You think you're going to lose weight? Oh, all of a sudden everything's going to change. You're going to lose weight now, or, you'll never be healthy. You'll never be well. You'll never find the person of your dreams, right? I mean, there's like all these things that creep in. Who's had that voice in their head before? Okay, well, guess what? I'm the queen of Ambitchious land, and I'm Katie motherfucking Boyd, and even I get that voice in my head. The difference between maybe you and I is that I've been doing this shit for a really long time, and I can make that voice go away, and I can replace those thoughts in my mind quicker with empowering thoughts, ambitious thoughts. And maybe it takes some of you a little bit longer to do that. And maybe it's really hard and you can never make that voice more quiet. And part of the work that we're doing here, and we will continue to do together, is about replacing those voices in your head with victory and love, and that you are enough, and that you deserve to live life ambitiously. Because the voice that you're hearing in your mind is enemy energy. Because, if you ever read, I talk about this a lot on my podcast, there's a book, it's actually free. You can listen to it on YouTube. It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. And it was written in the 1930s, I'm pretty sure. And she talks about that voice, and she calls it the army of the aliens. And it really is. It's like when you're trying to be your best self, when you're trying to do better, when you're trying to step into your most ambitious life, of course, the enemy is going to come for you. Of course, the darkness is going to creep in. Of course, the imposter syndrome is going to show up. But I'm here to tell you that everyone here is on an equal playing field. No one here is better than anyone. But you have the tools and you have to use them. You have to choose to use them, right? Let me just go back to my chat really quick. Kathleen says, last year I thought losing 40 pounds was impossible and I did it and I enjoyed it. I mean, it's true. You kicked ass. You're a totally different human. And Kathleen says, my book of hers, I read it and so much is it's falling apart. I have books like that too, that like are just like tattered, but you know that they've been put to good use, right? Okay. So if anybody has any questions in the meantime, feel free just to pop them over in the chat and I'll read them when I take like little breaks in between what we're talking about. But no questions are off the table here. Everything is important and nothing is dumb. You know, some people say, oh, I don't want to ask you the question because it's dumb. It's never dumb. It is never dumb. If it comes into your mind, that spirit telling you that this is what you should be asking. Okay, let me get my little thing. Hold on, where is it? Hold on. I'll be right back. So I brought my old vision board. Hold on, here I am. I brought it from home because I'm at the studio right now. I'm at Katie Boyd's Misfit Club in Hudson, New Hampshire. And this was in my basement. So it's a little raggedy. It's a little raggedy, but I wanna show you. Kim is saying, hey beauties, anyone new on the call tonight? Yeah, if you're new, just write in the chat that you're new so we can give you a little shout out. I love seeing new faces. It makes my panties wet. Oh yeah. All right. This is my old vision board. Okay. I know you can't see it all in one shot, but this was the one that I created in 2010. So if you guys don't know this about me, in 2011, I started filming my television show called Wicked Fit. It was on E! And Style and Bravo. And it was pretty much a docuseries about my life and me training all the girls from Miss USA and Miss Universe and Miss America. And it was also about me meeting Matt and falling in love. And it was a situation. But in 2010, I created this vision board, okay? And the one thing that I added is this little part here with Matt and I, because when I met him, I wanted, like, one of my deepest desires was to work with him. Like, I was like, I'm gonna like bang this guy, but I'm also gonna like work with him. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be amazing. And guess what? Well, we're married. We don't bang anymore because when you get married, you just don't bang. But it's neither here nor there. Okay, going back to my vision board. So all the things here I have accomplished. It's like sick. It's like eerie. It's like to the point where it's like scary. So you know how I always tell you guys, if you haven't heard this, I'll tell you, but I always tell you guys about the Dr. Oz vision board thing. So when I created this vision board, I remember like putting Dr. Oz on it. And Matt and I had just started dating and he was like, oh, you have a vision board? And I'm like, yeah, you know, I just made one. It was my first time ever making one. And he was like, why is Dr. Oz on your vision board? He's like, that is so fucking weird. He's like, A, you're 5'10". Dr. Oz is like 4'2". He looks like an elf. Like, are you into him? Like, do you want to bang him? I'm like, no, I don't want to bang Dr. Oz. I just like Dr. Oz. Like, I just like him. Okay. And he's like, you're a weird chick. And it's so crazy because, you know, I filmed my television show, right? I'm going to just put this down for 1 second. I filmed my television show in 2011, and then it was syndicated all across the globe, like everywhere. And one day I wake up, I go to check my phone, and this like random number from New York called my phone and left me a message. They had got my phone number from my publicist at the time that worked for NBC Universal. And it was this woman, and she says, hi, my name is Tanya. I'm the booking agent for the Dr. Oz show. He is obsessed with Wicked Fit. He thinks that you are like a hoot, and he wants you to come on and do like a little dance workout for his people. I was like, am I fucking being punked? Like, is Ashton Kutcher like gonna jump out of my closet and like bang me over the head with like a freaking baguette? Like, what is happening? I literally thought that someone was fucking with me because they saw my vision board and they wanted to like, you know, yank my chain. And then about a week and a half later, I was in New York City, in Rockefeller Center, in Dr. Oz's green room, doing his television show. And I actually, this is even crazier, like he and I ended up like hitting it off, and he found out through his friend Deepak Chopra that I was a meditator. And then he's like, oh, Deepak told me that you are like super into transcendental meditation. I want to show you my meditation room. And at the Dr. Oz show, he has this incredible meditation room with like all of these, like, it's so fucking wild, but like ancient Chinese artifacts and shit in there. And he's like, do you want to like meditate with me? And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to meditate with Dr. Oz. But I actually couldn't, because I had to actually go across town to another meeting with a PR firm. So I was like, fuck, damn it. I could have meditated with Mehmet. Damn it. So that's a freaking pretty random ass thing. Why did I put Dr. Oz on my vision board? I don't fucking know. I just put it on there. And now, knowing, 12 years later, knowing what I know now, I understand why it all works. Because I was vibrating at a certain frequency. I was attracting the things that I desire. I was living in my purpose. I was doing my work. And that's why I attracted the Dr. Oz situation. Now, deeper into this story, and I never ended up doing it on this on this vision board, but we had come home back from Dr. Oz, and I was out in Manchester, New Hampshire at the Hanover Street Chop House, which if you guys are local, you guys know what the Hanover Street Chop House is. And I was with a bunch of my girlfriends, and we were like drinking our faces off, and we were like celebrating, like, oh my God, Katie like was on Dr. Oz, like how dope is this? And I got a call from Miss DC, and I was coaching her at the time, getting her ready for Miss USA. And she was like, girl, are you sitting down? And I was like, oh, I'm actually here with a bunch of my girlfriends celebrating, I was just on Dr. Oz. Now, let me backtrack the story. When I got home from Dr. Oz, my stepdaughter, Karina, says to me, Katie, if you put Dr. Oz on your vision board, like you should put Oprah on your vision board, because they're like, it worked with Dr. Oz, like it will work with Oprah. She was like 13 at the time. I was like, yeah, that would be so cool. She said that to me, and I was like, yeah, I should, I'm going to do that. And I just like never got around to it. So we were having dinner, celebrating, and my girlfriend, Miss DC, calls, and she's like, are you sitting down? And I was like, yeah, I'm celebrating. And I was like, what's up? And she goes, I just got this month's O magazine, which is Oprah's magazine. And she freaking quoted you. She quoted you in O magazine. Now, I didn't even put Oprah on my vision board. I simply said, yes, I'm going to do it. But because I was vibrating at such a high frequency, it was just manifesting. Okay. So that's why the last 2 times that we've had these vision board calls, the first one was all about, right? How do you desire to feel? How are you raising your vibrational frequency? Because you guys can cut shit out of magazines and slap that shit on your poster boards. But if you're not vibrating at the correct vibrational frequency of the things that you desire to attract into your life, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be glue and poster board and old funky shit from old magazines that have been lying around your house, probably in your bathroom collecting poop dust. Okay. Y'all know that we all got some magazines in our house that got some poop dust on them. Okay. So let me go back to this again. So at the time I was not a yoga. I was just getting into yoga, but I didn't know that I was ever going to be an instructor. I always thought like, oh, I'm just going to like do yoga because I like it. And I ended up being an instructor. If you can see right here, oh my God, I'm like whacking myself in the head, but right here, it's like all these people doing yoga on all these different mats, right? Right here was they call this the ultimate dinner at the Four Seasons. And it's like you and your partner and you're on the beach and like you get a waiter and the chef makes like a custom, meal plan for you. And I ended up, it's crazy because and this is like super personal shit. So I hope that you guys are like, okay with me, like saying these things, but not a lot of people know this about me. But when Matt and I got engaged, I had planned 3 different weddings. And every time I would plan another wedding, it was to make my family happy. And then by the end, I was like, I'm fucking done. If you want to marry me, like you plan the wedding. And Matt called the Four Seasons in Maui. And he's like, hey, I bet you put on a good shindig. Can we come there and get married? And guess what? We ended up having this exact dinner on the beach. It's called the ultimate dinner. And remember, I did not plan this. I just said, that looks really fucking dope. I want to have a dinner on the beach somewhere. And it ended up being my wedding. Same thing with my wedding bands. My wedding bands are right here. When I made this, I hardly even knew Matt. If you know anything about my wedding bands, they were custom made and they're literally the exact same wedding bands. The house that I have down here, it's a replica of the exact home that I live in now. Like it's insane. And when Matt and I were looking for a home in Wyndham, we looked for like 2 years, and our real estate agent brought us to every fart potpourri house in Wyndham. Do you know what a fart potpourri house is? They look really nice outside, but then when you walk in, they smell like farts and Yankee candles because they're dirty motherfuckers that live there and they don't clean their house, and their dog like hasn't got a bath since the Reagan administration. And they just think that putting like some Yankee candle on is going to make the smell go away. And when I finally gave up, y'all are laughing because you all know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Farts and potpourri. Like I just look at Matt sometimes, like if we go to someone's home and I go, farts and potpourri. And he's like, mm-hmm. And I'm Portuguese, so I'm OCD clean. Like you could literally eat off my floor. So I'm not judging anyone's house if you fart in it a lot and have Yankee candles, but okay, moving on. I digress. Anywho, so literally everything here, from going to Paris and staying at this certain hotel in Paris, Dubai. When I had my television show, one of the biggest places that my television show was syndicated was Dubai. I had fans from Dubai writing me fan mail every day, like you name it. I'm not going to go into all the other stuff because it's just like insane. But everything on my vision board, and remember, this vision board was made 12 years ago, has come true. And now I've made, 10 vision boards since then. And honestly, all of the things are coming true, have come true, and are like obviously going to come true in the future. So I'm not showing you my vision board to be like, I'm such a bougie bitch. Because you guys know me, like I came from fucking nothing. So when I'm showing you shit like this, it's like my nipples are hard and I am like, look at me now, motherfuckers, look at me now. So I'm not like saying like I'm special. The reason why I'm showing you this vision board is to inspire you and to be an expander for you, to say you can come from absolutely nothing and you can live the life of your dreams, because I am a true testament of that. And that's why I teach and educate women from all across the globe to do just the same, because I know that it's fucking possible. Anyone that says that you can't do something, tell them to literally eat your ass like a cupcake, because at the end of the day, if it's been done before, it can be fucking done again. Okay. Joanne says, LOL, I originally bought Katie's book and was planning on keeping it in mint condition. Impossible. My book looks tattered and worn too, Kathleen, right? My book that I wrote actually is like that too, because sometimes I forget that I'm a fucking smart bitch and I have to go back and read my own book. I'm like, oh, I remember this bitch, when you're having your not so fresh days, which we all have. Okay, Kelly, great question, Kel. So let's get on that topic because it's super important. So remember last week, I told you guys, no, maybe it was the first week, I can't remember. Time is passing by. But I told you how I create my vision boards is I use the 6 life makers and breakers. So what you want to do is you want to put a picture of you in the middle, looking like happy and joyous, right? So get a picture from a time in your life that you just felt like, I feel beautiful, I feel happy, everything is pristine. And yes, we all have fleeting moments of that, right? So maybe like for Kelly, it was at like Caitlin and Andrew's wedding shower when you guys all took that really beautiful photo together, or like your Christmas card photo is like awesome, you know, like a picture of you guys looking your best and feeling amazing. So you want to put that in the middle, and then you want to break your vision board up into 6 quadrants. I don't know if it's called a quadrant, if there's 6 of them, maybe like septants, I don't know. I'm not trying to be Miss fucking Latin today, but you know what I'm saying. You're going to break your vision board down into 6 different areas. So the first area of your vision board is going to be your non-negotiable spiritual practices. Your second area is going to be like your boundaries, your feelings, and your emotions. The third part of your board is going to be your health and wellness. The 5th part of your board is going to be your like relationships. So that could be like family, friends, love relationships. The 5th is going to be your environment. So that means like your home. So that could be like, you know, inspiration, like what you desire your home to be like, whether it's inside or outside. And then last but not least, your 6th part can be like business, money mindset, like your rich bitch area. And I think that that's the best way to do it, because it keeps you from just making some like weird collage art project that you did like in 6th fucking grade. Did you guys just do that when you were younger? You would like cut out all these words and like all this like Fendi, United Colors of Benetton, all this shit. And then you'd be like, I'm a bougie bitch. Even though you were like me and you literally couldn't afford to pay attention, and like your mom bought like all your clothes at fucking Caldor. There's no Caldors, right? There's no Bradleys, there's no Caldors. That's like not a fucking thing, right? Those were the days. Okay. Christine says, do you think making a virtual vision board is just as good, or do you think the physical? Okay, so this is my opinion, but I like to cut the things. I like to be in the process. I think it's like, and this is just my opinion, I think it's like a little too easy to have a digital one, because it's almost like a Pinterest board, because I want you to put your vision board somewhere where you can see it all the time. You never want to hide. Oh my God, I was working with a girl once and she made a vision board, and she's like, I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. So she goes on her own. And like 6 months later, she came in for a coaching session, and I was like, oh, how's your vision board going? She's like, it's not going. Like, she kind of was saying like, I bamboozled her and like, this isn't like a real thing. And I was like, ask her all these questions. And I said, well, where the fuck is your vision board? And she goes, it's in my closet behind the door. Excuse me? So pretty much what you're saying is, if your fucking vision is behind a door in the closet, thrown next to your fucking dirty quackage, that's Portuguese for underwear, you're probably not going to be living your most ambitious life. Okay. So I like a physical board because I like the actual, and I think that there's energy behind it, in my opinion, where you're cutting the things out, you're visualizing, where's it going to go? How's it going to look? You know? And then, like I said before, obviously I'm telling a true story, but it's kind of funny. You want to put it in a place where it's like in your eye line. So like my vision board at home is in my office, like over my laptop, where I can always see it in my periphery, even if I'm not just staring straight at it, right? Kim says, I'm making one for my computer background and iPhone where you'll see it the most. Yep. I love that too. And that's a good, and you can have multiple vision boards, right? You could have a digital one, like on your phone, the background of your laptop, and then physically make one also. I mean, hey, it's all good. Nothing can hurt, right? Joe says, Christine, some of our Ambitchious sisters have virtual vision boards. Yeah, a lot of them do. A lot of them do. I actually was, I did a healing session today with Laura Noel, and she was showing me her digital vision board. And I was like, it's awesome. It's awesome. Katie Reed too was talking about her digital vision board. She was like, trying to do a screen share with me on Zoom and it didn't work, but she was like telling me about it. So I'm not adverse to vision boards, but I'm just like super old school. And I just like the process of cutting it all out and having like an old school vision board. Jacinta says, is it bad if it's not the exact order you just named? No, I tell people to do that to help them kind of streamline their thought processes, you know, because I've seen people's vision boards, and I'm not saying this is you, but they have just like Chanel and Louis Vuitton and all this fucking 3-dimensional bullshit on it. And I'm like, okay, that's cute, but you work at CVS as a cashier. Like, let's be a little bit more focused on the things that you truly desire that will help you get to that place where if that's something you want later in your life, that you can afford it, right? So I just always tell people to put it together like that, just to keep their thought processes in alignment, if that makes sense. Sophia says, you're welcome, Cal. Sophia says, I have my vision board in a sketchbook and that works out nicely. Oh, I like that. Even my daughter flips through it and talks out all family goals and dreams. And Sophia is this incredible artist and she teaches art to children. And so for her, like a sketchbook is like a no-brainer. I can't draw a stick figure, so that wouldn't work for me. But let me tell you, I can draw a mean cock and balls. I'm just letting you know. I can draw the best looking ding dong. Let me tell you, don't tempt me because I'll draw one right now. Oh, so yours is like in a sketchbook, but the pictures are there. Oh, I love that. Oh, I thought you were like being a real sick fuck and you were like, I'm drawing my vision. Cause I'm like, you could. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Yeah, that's a really great idea. You are a fucking smart little shit. You know that? You really, truly are. You really, truly are. Kayla says, I made my first vision board in college and everything came true and I wish I still had it. I know. You guys, I have every vision board I've ever made. I'm that girl. I'll throw clothes away that my husband owns because I don't like the way he looks in them, but I will never throw my vision board away, and not one of them. But Matt's known to lose about 3 or 4 shirts a month just to the closet gods. He's like, where is that shirt? I'm like, oh my God, I have no idea. In the trash. I love the idea of a family vision board. Yeah, it's such a great idea because, you know, especially if you have little kids, or even if you have little kids and a husband who maybe is not so into the woo-woo, like this kind of stuff, you're a master manifester. So you can create and curate the life of your dreams for your family. Because, hey, someone's going to fucking do it. These lazy trash bags, man, they put it all on us. And like, kids don't really understand it. But I think when children get to a certain age, they should be brought into this, because could you imagine, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, could you imagine if all of us were raised to, as soon as we could like understand what was going on, we meditated, we did breath work, we had our little vision boards, we would be like running the world. But unfortunately, I don't know about you, but my mother wasn't a high priestess of her tribe, and my father was not a Dalai Lama type. It's actually the opposite. So, you know, I had to go through a lot of shit in life to get to the place in my life where I was like, you know, I've done it all and I'm still not happy. Maybe I should start like going inside and doing the work, right? Kim says, we're going to create a family vision board this year. I think it's just such a great idea, Kim. I really love it. Kath says, mine is huge and on my wall. And I did it last year and several things have happened. And you know what? Don't put like a timeline on your vision board too. Like, don't be like, if this doesn't happen in 12 months, then I'm a loser and blah, blah, blah. Some of the stuff on my vision board took me 2, 3, 4 years to, you know, attain and to reach. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Remember what I said last week, number 10, what was it? Don't quit. 3 feet from gold, right? Sophia says, my family made the vision board together and found pictures of our dream home. This was 11 months ago when owning our home felt like a 5-year plan at least. And we just moved into our dream house last month. Oh my God, I didn't even know this, bitch. Congratulations. We have to have a little convo and you better invite me over. It's uncanny how similar the pictures are to our reality, because that's the vibration. That's the frequency, you know? Isn't that so awesome? It really is, Kay. Kathleen says, I'm working on this one for 2022, and that one was a life one. Yeah, I love that, because you can have like an overall life vision board, and then you can make like smaller vision boards that are like, hey, I'm going to like just focus on this stuff this year, you know? Sophia says, so sad I have another call. Happy manifesting. Oh, enjoy your call. I love you. And we'll put the replay up. Okay, so you can watch the rest. Yay. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So does anybody have any questions thus far about their vision board, about anything? It could be about anything. It could be about goals. It could be about dreams. It could be aspirations. It could be, you know, people always ask me like, do you think I'm crazy to put this on my vision board? And I'm like, you gotta dream big. You gotta dream big. Stop playing so small. Stop playing so small. Joanne says, my vision board I did last time was small, going to make a bigger one. And that's because most of my goals on there already happened. That's pretty freaking dope. Congratulations, girlfriend. And I know this because of working with you, Katie. Aw, thank you, my love. And it's been a pleasure to work with you. You're coachable and you do what I tell you to do. And that makes me very happy because, you know, I'm a fucking, I crack the whip, baby. I crack the whip. It is awesome. And, we should celebrate that when people are reaching their goals. We as women, we really have to celebrate that more often, because not in Ambitchious, but in other circles, women are just really catty and really fucking jealous, and there's nothing more empowering on the entire planet than women empowering and cheering on each other and literally not being jealous and knowing in their heart that there is more than enough on this earth to go around, right? Kathleen says, Katie is in the middle of my board eating ice cream. I wish I had some ice cream right now. I have no clue where I got that picture of you. I gotta see this. This makes me fucking laugh so hard. Oh God. It was probably at my house when we were playing Cards Against Humanity. That's probably where it came from. Okay. So the first week that we did our vision board call, the first week, we really talked about vibrational frequency, right? And we really talked about what you truly desire. And we talked about all the things that are holding you back from achieving those goals. The second week, last week, we really got into the nitty-gritty of the top 10 reasons, the top 10 ways how to achieve your goals, dreams, and aspirations, right? And I gave you all this like really great advice. And this week is really about taking all of what I taught you in the last 2 weeks and then creating your vision board. Now, what the fuck is that? I don't know where that picture came from, but that is hilarious. What the fuck? I am so weird. I am so strange. Jesus, Lord and Joseph. Oh God. Don't give Katie drinks. She can't remember what happens. Jeannie's like, no shit. I've been there and seen that before. I still like to have fun. But this week, when you're creating your vision board, leave some space to add throughout the year. Don't pack, jam, cram it full of stuff, and don't feel pressured to fill every little page. Really, really, really try your best to leave some space, because, March, April, May is going to come around, and, depending on what your human design is, you might be like, I really wanted that in January, but like, I'm not feeling it. Or like, I tried this thing and I'm just really not into it. And that's okay. You can always mid-course correct. Part of living an ambitious life is being brave enough and courageous enough to mid-course correct when something's not working for you, to say like, okay, this isn't working for me. Maybe this is not for me. Now, I'm not telling you to punk the fuck out because something's hard. I'm saying like, maybe something that lit you up 6 months ago is not lighting you up now. And as you like really hone your vision board, you'll be able to add things onto your vision board, you know, throughout the year, and just kind of keep building and building and building. I have my core desired feelings on my vision board as well. Absolutely. Joanna's talking about core desired feelings. You guys know I talk about that a lot. I talk about that in my book a lot. I teach that in all of my programs because, you know, okay, so let's just say, let's talk about something super three-dimensional, right? So for instance, like on this vision board, I have a Maserati. Okay, whatever. It's not so much the Maserati. It's not so much the Range Rover. It's not so much like expensive car or like the purse or the shoes or the home or any of that shit. It's truly about the way it would make you feel if you got to experience that luxury, right? So let's have a conversation real quick, because I think this is interesting, of name some three-dimensional shit that you're going to put on your vision board. Okay, so it could be like a Chanel bag, a Louis Vuitton bag, Christian Louboutins, a Rolex, some car, a vacation, a house, whatever the fuck it is. Name some things that you're putting on your vision board that's three-dimensional. I want to know. Right in the chat. Okay. Ooh, Christine, a Porsche Taycan Turbo. Hot. Very hot. One of my friends has one, cherry red. It's fucking gorgeous. Jeannie says a 1964 and a half, of course, Mustang. Yes. Kelly says the dress that I'm wearing for the wedding. Love it. A crazy big, beautiful diamond ring, says Joe. I love it. Keep going, guys. I want to hear at least one three-dimensional thing that you're putting on your vision board. Kathleen's saying a car and a house and a pool. A car. Wait a minute. Hold on. My eyes just went weird for a second. Car and house on the water with a pool. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Is the house in the pool? Is the car in the pool? I'm so confused. Sorry. Kathy says, Jeannie, that's mine too. Okay. You guys are so cute. Andrew says a horse, some alpacas, goats, and a Mercedes. Fuck yeah. Do you guys know that I'm putting a Gypsy Vanner horse? Do you guys know what that is? I'm putting one of those on my vision board. Now, mind you, I've never ridden a horse in my fucking entire life, but I am obsessed with Gypsy Vanner horses. If you don't know what they are, Google them and you will like have a freaking horsegasm. But I'm like, you know, I'm kidding motherfucking Boyd. Like, I can learn how to ride a goddamn horse. And, you know, I'm a rich bitch. So I could like buy a horse and I can like have a farm, take care of the horse. And then I can go to the horse and visit him. And I don't have to clean up the poop or muck the stalls. And that's what rich bitches do. Okay. Unless they want to muck the stalls, which I don't really know that many people that likes to do that. Lindsay, a white Range. Yes, queen. That's what I have. Gotta love a white Range Rover. Okay, it says the engagement ring I desire. Yes. A pool boy, Jeannie says, I don't even fucking have a pool, but I would just love a pool boy. let's be honest. Hey, I just got a hot tub. Can I have a hot tub boy? I know it's not as big as a pool, but there's still work to be done. Olivia says a rental property to buy. Love it. Kayla says, a lifted white 4Runner, my dream mom car. I love it. Kathleen says, wait, I desire a horse too. Rich bitches desire a horse. Okay. That's what we want. Kim says, I put travel to new places on my board last year and I did, and this will go again on my board this year. But Kim, get really pinpointed and laser focused on where you desire to go. Just don't just put like travel. Like I want to know, like, you know, you desire to go to the Four Seasons in Maui and stay in this room and like have, you know what I mean? Like, I really want it like really, okay. Jacinta says a trip to the Azores, island hopping to 3 or more islands. That is so fun. I took a lot of girls on a retreat a couple years ago to the Azores, and it was literally like the best thing I've ever done in my life. It was so funny. Kelly goes, Jeannie, ha ha ha. Kelly, what's new? Jeannie and her little wisecracks. Susan says a home on the ocean. Yes. Lisa says a beach house. Christine says book authored by myself. Hey, I know a girl that can help you out with that. Oh, Andrea, I love Frisians. Frisians are these horses with these like little furry feet. They're so fucking gorgeous. Lydia says golden goose shoes. They are the shit. What? I've never heard of this. What world am I living in? I need to know what this is. Elaine says a vacation home. I love it. Joe says, Jacinta, which island is your family from? Piku. Her family's from Piku. So half of my family's from San Miguel, half is from Pico. And Rita says, a vacation alone. Olivia says, maxing out my Roth IRA. Yes, queen. Jesus, I'm turning into an adult. Adulting's hard. It's hard, man. Olivia says, traveling 6 times this year to fancy places. Kayla says, LOL, I feel that, Amrita. Yeah, well, when you're a new mom, that sounds pretty delicious. I'm coming to your vacation home. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to backtrack again. And now I'm going to push you guys. I'm going to push you guys a little bit further. And then I'm going to backtrack again. And then I'm going to ask you how it's going to make you feel when you have these things. Okay. So let me take a sip of my Kavita because my mouth is drier than a fucking cat's ass because I'm screaming in my office. Sorry. Okay. My whistle is wet and I'm ready. All right. So Christine, what color is your Porsche? What does it have in it? Right? Does it come with like dildos like hanging from the ceiling? Like I want to know, like, okay, tell me what color is your Porsche? Jeannie, what color is your Mustang? What color is the interior? Like I want to know, what does your freaking license plate say? Right? Does it say HBIC? Because I think it should. Kelly says the dress that I'm wearing for the wedding. That's very pinpointed. You know what the dress is. Perfect. Joanne says a crazy big beautiful diamond ring. I want to see pictures. I want to know how many carats is this motherfucker? What is the cut? What is the color? What is the clarity? What's the band look like? Is it platinum? Is it white gold? I want to know. Get really clear, cut, and concise with your 3-dimensional shit. Kathleen, car and house on the water with a pool. Where on the water? Right? Where on the water? Is it like near a puddle somewhere in the middle of nowhere? Or is it like I'm in freaking, Bora Bora and this is what my house looks like. And this is the square footage. And the pool is an infinity pool. And it's, I want to know like real shit. Andrea says a horse, some alpacas, goats, and a Mercedes. Okay. I want to know what kind of horse. I want to know what kind of color alpacas. Are the goats the ones that like faint? Are they the ones that go on trees? I want to know about your goats and I want to know what color Mercedes. I want to know what class is your Mercedes. I want to know it all. Okay, Lindsay, is it a white Range Rover? Is it a sport? Is it a Velar? Like, what is it? What's the interior color? Kathy says the engagement ring I desire. Same thing. What's the color? What's the cut? What's the clarity? Like, I want to know all of it. Jeannie, what's your pool boy look like? Does he look like Agador Spartacus from the Birdcage, or does he look like, dude, can we just talk about the Birdcage? I watched the Birdcage the other day. It's so fucking still funny. It is still funny. And for you young people that don't know what the Birdcage is, your homework this weekend is to watch the Birdcage and get back to me on that one. Livia, where's your rental property? Okay. How much you make in a month in rent? What are your tenants like? Right? Are your tenants like one of those people on Hoarders that just rent your fucking property and then put like fucking nutcrackers up to the ceiling with like bags full of shit and like mice are scurrying around in there? Or like, are they like the most amazing tenants that you could ever imagine? What are their names? What do they look like? Kayla says I love that. You already said it. You already did it, Kay. Kim, like I said, I want to know exactly where you're traveling to, where you're staying, where you're going, who's going with you. And Jacinta, same thing with the Azores, right? Like, where are you staying? Because there's some incredible places. Where are you going? What are you doing? Are you eating some bifanage? Are you eating some quijaldish? Come on, what you doing? You having some morsala? Are you having some popsicks? I hope so. I love how I just told Jacinta to stop having gluten, sugar, and nightshade vegetables. Now I'm telling her on the call to eat all this fucking Portuguese shit. Sorry. I take that back. A home on the ocean. Where is it, Susan? Where is it? Where? I want to know. What's it look like? Square footage. Same thing, Lisa. Where's your beach house? Is it in Rye, New Hampshire? Where is it? And Christine, what's your book about? What's the name? What's your, like, do you see the colors? What's your picture look like? Because my book, if anybody knows me, they know, like, my book, everything about my book, from the colors to the font to the picture on the front, like, that was already planned. It was already planned. Same thing, Elaine, what's your vacation home look like? Because your vacation home could be in the middle of the Appalachian Mountains, and there could be cousin fuckers living next door to you. Or let's be real here, people. Y'all say, like, I want a vacation home. Well, there's a fucking 2x2 weird little cabin that smells like farts and potpourris in the Appalachia, and the cousin fuckers live next door. Or is it like, you know, in Aruba? I don't know. I want to know. I want to know these things, right? Amrita, where's your vacation alone? Because vacation alone could be you going to Trader Joe's for a couple hours and getting a pedicure. I want to know real deal shit. I love you guys. Okay. So let me see. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. I love you guys. Kathleen says, I have pictures of my house inside and out and my car. Good. Christine saying, I'm black Porsche. Yes, it's fully built on the website. And you know what? That needs to be like a screensaver on your laptop or something, you know? GD says, screaming yellow with black leather interior and like a big black 69, like painted on the hood. Cause I think that would be so dope. Do you guys remember the Tom Green show when he took his parents' cars and it was called like the Slutmobile, and he painted like two girls eating each other out on the hood? Do you guys remember that show, or is it just me? Google it, because that's what I see in my mind when I think of Jeannie's Mustang. Kim says, sorry to interrupt, but we're officially live with Ambitchious Academy. Yes, yay! All right, guys. So remember, Ambitchious Academy is live. So after we get off this call, head on over if you guys are signing up and get your bonus discount this weekend. This is exciting. Who's excited for all the new blood coming into Ambitchious Academy? Because I certainly am. Kathleen says, near you. I'm here. Come bring it on, bitch. Elaine says, vacation home, Salt Lake City, Utah, or Lake Tahoe. No, Elaine, you're missing the assignment. Either or. Come on now. We got to narrow it down. We got to get clear, cut, and concise. Unless you want both, which, hey, if you're a rich bitch, honey, get that. Get it, girl. Christy says, my Porsche has heated seats and all seats, Bose audio, black interior. Oh my God, you're living your best life. Racing tires, black rims. I love it. Oh, Kathy is actually giving us a picture of her ring, I think. I'm afraid to open it. And then, like, I don't know what happens, but I'm looking at it. I'm going to look at it. Joanne says, ooh, I desire a Frenchie bulldog. His name will be Frankie. I will buy him clothes and bow ties for his neck. He is gray and white with ice blue eyes. Oh, they're so good. Okay. So you guys told me all your three-dimensional bullshit that you want, right? And I'm here for it. And I love it. And I like three-dimensional shit too. Now I want you to go back and I want you to think. So close your eyes for a second and think about the things that you just told me. Just take a nice deep breath. And I want you to think about what you just told me. And I want you to feel the vibrational frequency in your body. I want you to actually like feel what it feels like. So think about that car sitting in your driveway. Think about that dog. Think about that ring, that home, whatever. And think about the way that you'll feel when you're using that thing, when you're driving that car, when you're wearing those shoes, when you're wearing that ring, when you're at your beach house, when you're island hopping in the Azores. Let yourself feel the feeling of already having that now. So just sit with it. Sit with it, sit with it. Let the vibrational frequency come through. Feel that vibrational frequency. Feel the tingling, that tingling in your body. Because you'll feel it. It's an actual real feeling, right? And now, once you feel it, I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to now type to me, tell me what the feeling was. So was it powerful? Was it abundant? Was it free? Was it wealthy? Was it healthy? I want to know the feeling. And while you're typing in your feelings, because that's the key, because you can put all this crap all on your vision board. But if you don't link up the energetic vibrational frequency feeling with the thing, you may get it, but it won't even feel good. I always talk about my first Range Rover. I was working in Wellesley, Massachusetts. And if you guys know anything about Wellesley, Massachusetts, it's like the bougie bitch fucking hub of the world. And all the women are like in their Lululemons, driving their Range Rovers, their Porsche Cayennes, this thing, that thing. And I had like my little, I don't remember what I had at the time. I had like a Nissan, whatever the truck was. And I remember like driving up, and there was like a car show at my gym. And then I would like be like, my little car, I'd park, I'd be like, fuck. But I was young too, you know? And I always said to myself, when I get my Range Rover, that's going to be like, I made it. Like I made it, you know? And I get the Range Rover, and it said like misfit on the license plate. I was a real baller. And I remember like for 2 days, I was so proud of this car. I was like, oh, I really made it. I'm going to fit in with the other girls. They're going to treat me as their equal, whatever. And for 2 days, I felt so proud of myself. And then by the day 3, I was like, oh my God, I'm still a miserable bitch. Like this car did nothing for me. It didn't change me. It didn't make me feel any which way. And obviously this is a really long time ago. And then I realized like, I'm trying to fill my heart-sized hole in my soul with shit that really doesn't matter. And that's when I really got serious about my inner work. And now I have a Range Rover and I love it, but it doesn't make me who I am. It's just an extra added bonus of being ambitious, right? So let's talk about how it made you feel. While you guys type, I'm going to read these comments because I feel like they're really funny and I want to laugh. Kelly says, or the pool boy in Legally Blonde. Oh, that's true. Kim says, Jojo, we used to talk about getting a Frenchie sister for our old English bulldog and name her Frankie. Please manifest this. That would be so freaking cute. So cute. So Andrew's saying a Frisian horse. They are all black with gorgeous mane and tufts of hair on their hooves. I know, I love that. It's my favorite part. Tan and white alpacas and pygmy goats. I'm here for it. Okay, Amrita's going to Singapore. Amrita, you can't chew gum. Don't bring any gum or you'll get flogged. You'll end up in the clink. It's true. Gum is outlawed in Singapore. By the way, I'm an endless well of knowledge, and all the shit that I should know, I don't know. And the things that I don't know, I do know. So just throwing that out there. Oh my God, Shannon's saying a lime green Mercedes. Actually, the lime green Mercedes, they're hot. I've seen one before with black interior. It's sexy. I'm here for it. Kim says Fort Lauderdale, Sedona, Okinawa, back to Katie Boyd's for healing. Yes, that's some pretty good ass places, girl. She wants an S-Class. Oh my God, Andrea, S-Class coupe, black with black interior or white with tan interior. Pick one, bitch. Joe goes, I'm so excited for the newbies talk about total life changer. I know, I'm so excited. Kim says, for people DMing me, go to ambitchiousacademy.com and you'll see where to enroll. I know everyone's been DMing me too today. And I'm like, I've been in healing sessions all day, so I haven't had a chance to even get back to them. So Kim, thank you for holding down the fort. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Kathy's saying when she thought about the thing, it felt like home. Isn't that such a great way to talk about her ring? Like, that's so nice. Christine said pleasure and a fully open heart. Love it. Lisa said fulfilled. Yes. Kelly says feeling beautiful like a queen and a celebrity, expansive and full of love. Yes, Cal. Andrea says, I feel connected, free, and one with myself. I feel so connected to animals. It feels soulful, like I am home and complete. You are Ace Ventura with a vagina. Let's be honest. She's like, I just see Andrea in her house. She goes, oh, and all the shit comes like flying over to her and like running. Elaine says, cousin fuckers, it will be on the lake. As you pull up to the house, it will look like a rancher. And as you walk through the breezeway, it will be open to, it'll be open to a huge view of the lake with lots of fireplaces throughout my feelings are excitement and accomplishment and a happy heart. And your neighbors will be not cousin fuckers. there'll be like, I don't know, like the fucking whole cast from Thunder from Down Under actually lives next door to you on that lake. Do you guys know what that is? I am such a fucking pervert. It's like, remember Chippendales? And the guys are like, whoa, and they whip their pants off and they'd show everybody their La Pacage Total. I don't know. I'm here for it. That's what I would want living next to me, but that's just me. Joe says, I saw a beautiful Frenchie come out around the sofa and come to me, and he's so soft and has major puppy breath, and his whiskers tickled me, and he kissed me hello, and I feel such an abundance of love. Yeah. I mean, dogs to me are like life. Kayla says, I felt powerful and humble. I love it. Susan felt proud and powerful. Jeannie says, just signed up for Ambitchious Academy. I'm super excited. Damn, girl, you're like on it, huh? I can't wait to tell the world. Tell the world, honey. Tell the world. Joe says, yes, Jeannie's so excited. Oh, you guys are the cutest little pumpkin butts. Kathleen says, where are you signing up at? Love you, Kath. Okay, got it. Oh, Kathy, go to ambitchiousacademy.com. This is exciting. Shannon says, at some point, Thunder from Down Under is coming to New Hampshire. Say what? Okay, we're going. We're going. I'll bring the ones and the hand sanitizer. I used to have a lot of friends that were male strippers, and they were the dirtiest fucking hoes ever. So I'll look, but I won't touch. I'm just signing up tonight. Let's go. Yes. So excited. So do you see how when you say how you feel, it changes the game? It truly, truly, truly changes the game. Jacinta, get your cousin over here so we can go see the boys. Oh my God, I think when you hit like a certain age, you just turn into a pervert. Because I used to think that stuff was so gross. I would be like, oh, and now I'm just like, yes, I want people's random dicks in my face. Sign me up. Can you tell I've been working all day and now I'm losing my tits? This is just how it goes. At 8 o'clock, I am a total bag of shit. And I just start saying such inappropriate stuff. Yes, eggplant emoji, Kim. That's my favorite. Oh my God. So just so you guys know, every call that we do on Ambitchious Academy is just like this. Every call. So if you're like, what is Ambitchious Academy calls like? It's like this. More dick jokes. Kelly, I am so glad that I could make you laugh, because you know what? I want to laugh. I just want to have fun. That is like that's 2020 for me. I don't want to take anything seriously. And I just want to laugh my fucking ass off and tell old ladies that come up to our dinner table to get the fuck out of my face. Kelly Gallagher and I went to dinner the other night. This is so funny, with our husbands, and this like 60 fucking 9-year-old lady. I think she was older, but I'm trying to be nice. She came up to me all just like real broken down looking and angry. And, you know, people always recognize me like when I go out. So the lady comes over to the table and I'm just smiling at her. And I thought she was going to say like she liked my hat or like she listens to my podcast or whatever. And she started fucking screaming at me, telling me that we've been at the dinner table for too long and that we better tip our waiter appropriately and that we are scumbags and the waiter could have turned our table twice because we've been there for so long. Kelly, did I get fucking taunting on her ass?
And Christmas, you forgot to mention Christmas, that it was Christmas and we should be tipping them. And that's why we shouldn't have been sitting there.
Yes. Now, mind you, I think like our bill was like over $600 because I'm a rich bitch and I will tip accordingly, like I always do. Kelly, what did I do to this woman?
You took out your earrings and you rubbed Vaseline on your face and you went after her.
I did. I didn't give a fuck. And then she went to the bathroom to pee because I told her to get the fuck away from my fucking table, that I was gonna slice her throat. And then she went to the bathroom to go to the pee. And then Kelly's husband just looks at me and goes, "You're not done with her, are you?" And I go, "Oh no, I'm not." Because she had to walk by my table to go back to her table. And I heard I heard like like the loud thing that like blows your hands dry. I could hear it at a distance and I knew she was coming out and I wanted to trip her, but then I said, that's really mean. Listen, I had a couple glasses of wine. Okay. Like I probably wouldn't have done that if I was sober, Katie, but whatever. And then I went after her again. And then she came after me and Matt had to like hold her with one arm from hitting me. So they didn't know that I'm the MVP of this restaurant and the people that own it, like literally love me like a fat kid loves cake. So they asked me what was wrong. I told them. They brought my whole table shots and then proceeded to walk over to her table while she was eating and dump all of her shit into doggy bags and kick her out of the restaurant. So I win, I win, I win, I win, I win. You guys, if you would have been, first of all, you guys would have been crying, laughing. But I'm, you know what? I was kind of proud of myself because like, I'm like spiritual and loving and kind, but I still have that like little bit of like Portuguese, like fucking anger in me that I just like, I push it down, but every so often it comes up. So I just like laughed the whole ride home. And I was like, the world is crazy right now. People have lost their motherfucking mind. And my deepest desire in 2022 is I want to just laugh and have so much fun and be with all of you guys and stop taking life as seriously as this bitch at the restaurant that was telling me like about my etiquette and how I should tip my server. So that's what, oh, and Kelly, that's right. And they gave us these beautiful gift baskets to go. Like I always win, right? Kel, we always win. Could you imagine if I got arrested for tripping some old lady at the goddamn restaurant? Like, oh my God. And you guys know me, I tip like the best. So give me a damn break. My Lord. And we just says, important question. Are the Zooms for Ambitchious Academy on the same days weekly? New mom, so got a plan. So that's a great question. So with Ambitchious Academy, I'm going to be doing lives every week. Okay. Matt and I are going to be going live once a month to do our relationship call. Matt Babine is going to be going live once a month and doing a motivational call. And then we have all of our teachers' assistants, which are 8 hours of calls a month. They're going to be at all different days and times. And then we have all of our educators. So we have like all of our educators for beauty, Victoria Duke, Amanda Greco, Candice Marino. I have some really incredible special guests that are coming on. I have a woman who's a matchmaker. She's going to be doing matchmaking services for I know, like you guys, seriously, it's going to be so dope. So there's over 20 hours of live calls a month. So the way that Kim and I are going to do it is every week, anyone who signs up for Ambitchious Academy is going to get an email with almost like the roster for the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And these are the times, and this is who is going to be facilitating the calls. So 20 hours a week is a lot of education. So you can plan weekly once we send the email out for the Ambitchious Academy education. And then if you can't make calls, what happens is Kim posts those calls in the Ambitchious Academy part of the app within 24 hours after it's recorded. Okay. So that's a really great question, Amrita. Thank you. And it says, say what? Haha, messed with the wrong HBIC. Yeah, because I had like my little beret on and I was like looking like the real cute and like all sweetsy. And then that bitch came in my thing and I was like, Kelly, hold my bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, and let me get my Vaseline and let me get the shit going. And I didn't even care that she was older because I was like, if this bitch is stepping to to me at my restaurant while I'm trying to have fun with my friends, she's going to get a little see you next Tuesday in the foo-foo. You know what I mean? I ain't afraid. Joanne goes, I would have tripped her. Yeah, but you're also from Taunton and you're also Portuguese. So it's like kind of, dude, I'm telling you, I really wanted to whack her with a wooden spoon because I know that shit hurts like a motherfucker because I got like wooden spoon on my back of my legs my whole entire life. My mom tried hitting me with one at Thanksgiving. I'm like, see, I have the same ones. I have the same ones. It's either that or a Chanela. It's either that or a slipper, like those old fucking ghetto slippers from Walmart that are all like plasticky. Oh, those hurt so bad. Joey goes, that's why I said I would trip the old fart. You don't go to jail. Oh, that's true. It's like, oops, my leg just went flying out from the table. Oh my God. Yes, Kathleen. Kathleen signed up. Olivia saying, how long is it again? So it's a 12-month program. And if you get in by Sunday night at midnight, everyone gets a discount. So it's $149.99 a month for all of that and more. There's stuff that I haven't even told you because I fucking have to keep some things secret. I don't want you getting so horny that you like just explode, you know? So I got to keep some things on the DL. And it's 12-month program and you can pay in full or you can pay per month. But if people don't get the bonus and they don't sign up this weekend, it actually goes up to $189.99 a month. Everybody says, amazing organization. My Capricorn rising sign was anxious. Yeah. Kim and Kim is also a Capricorn. That's her fixed sign. So she is like super, Kim is like super OCD. So yeah, everything is going to be very, very, very much mapped out. Olivia goes, I thought it was a year, but wanted to confirm because that's a good ass deal for a whole year. I know, honey, I aim to please. I was going to do a 3-month program. And then I started looking at the amount of stuff that I wanted to do. And I'm like, these girls will literally have nervous breakdowns. They will be so overwhelmed and they will just be like, so that's why I actually extended it to a year program. For people who are mentors, just so you know, your mentorship is one program, and then Ambitchious Academy is going to be a whole different thing. A lot of people have been asking me like, is mentorship and Ambitchious Academy like too much to do together? And it's actually not, because mentorship is a whole different can of worms than what Ambitchious Academy is going to be. I know Jeannie is a Cap too, and I know that you're also OCD. I'm an Aquarius, so I'm like, I don't even know where I am. I'm not even here right now. My physical meat puppet's on the phone with you, but my soul is like bouncing around somewhere in like, a different star system. Let's be honest. Sorry, I went over on the call tonight. I'm just excited and I like to laugh. Does anybody else have any questions about anything? I would love to answer them. In the meantime, as you come up with your questions, I would really love for you guys to post your vision boards on the app to show everybody. I would love to see them. Makes me very happy. I would really love to see all the hard work that you put in. Elaine saying, I would like to pay in full, but I have to put on 2 different credit cards. Hey, it's Christmas time. Us Portuguese call it Christmas. Yes, it's Christmas. How do I do that? I don't know, but Kim knows. Kim will know. I'm just the brains of the operation. Kim is the techie. I'm sure that there's a way to do it. There's got to be a way. Everybody says, Aqua Cap, Jeannie, no wonder we vibe so well. I know you and Jeannie are like, I don't even know. You guys are like separated at birth or some shit. Okay, Kim saying, I have to send you a custom invoice. Thank you, Kim Fox. I appreciate you. So if anybody has that issue where they want to split it up on 2 credit cards or whatever, Kim will have to actually send you a custom invoice. That's great to know. Okay. Anybody else have any questions, concerns, comments? Kim Fox is the best. If it wasn't for Kim Fox, I would be living in a van down by the river, probably smoking crack. I mean, I feel like I've been living in a van down by the river, smoking crack. I've been on calls since 10 o'clock this morning. And I'm on doggy duty because Matt has some freaking stupid business meeting today. So I had to actually take the dog. Now I know how all you moms feel when you have to have the kids in the car seat. I had the dog seat and the dog's like buckled up and she's like ripping my freaking place apart. I'm like, I don't like this. This is too much work. Can you send me an email? So Elaine, Kim is saying for you to send her an email at kim@kbmfc.com so she can facilitate that for you. Okay. So this was an amazing 3 weeks. Thank you again for taking time out of your busy lives to do this and show up and to actually do the work. And I'm just looking so forward into what is in store for all of us in 2022. No matter what you're going through in your life, just know that this too shall pass. Nothing that you're dealing with in your life is forever. And you have a lot of tools thus far, whether you listen to my podcast, you've read my book, you've done programs and protocols with me. But I'm here to say, like, everyone here is a light on this earth, and you all deserve to live the rest of your life, the best of your life. And if anyone tells you different, there is no room for their toxic motherfucking asses in your life, and kick those bastards to the curb. But I'm here to tell you that you all deserve the life that you desire. And I would be more than happy and grateful and privileged to help you do that. So I can't wait for you guys all to sign up for Ambitchious Academy. This is going to be the best year of our lives. And I'm just looking forward to our calls. Really quick, when you sign up for Ambitchious Academy on December 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to be onboarded to the Ambitchious Academy part of the Mighty Networks app. And we're going to have a call, a Zoom call. Kim is going to send you all of the information for it. We're going to have a Zoom call that night so I can get you all situated with your meal plans, your workout plans, your supplement plans. Okay, so you can get all of your grocery shopping, order whatever the hell you need to order, so that on January 3rd, which is the kickoff of Ambitchious Academy, you guys are ready to go. You'll know what you're eating, what supplements you're taking, what you're doing for your exercise regimens, and so on and so forth. Okay, cool. Yes, it's on Monday, December 20th at 7 p.m. Kim's going to let you all into that Ambitchious Academy portion of the app, and we're going to have our kickoff call on Zoom. And I'm going to get you guys all straightened out with all of your health and wellness stuff. And then we're just going to go from there. Joanne, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. You always over deliver. I feel like that's what people in my position should do. You always under promise. You always over deliver. You show up and you give value and service and love, because honestly, that's what the world needs more than now than ever. Right? Oh, you guys are so welcome. So welcome. Okay. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's make 2022 our bitch. Okay. Pinky swear. Pinky swear. Okay. Over and out. Don't forget to stay ambitious. Love you. Mwah.